guy like Shemar Stewart, the relationships that you build when you're out on the road, and you've been out on the road for the Cincinnati Bengals for a few years now, and you're a guy that does his job exceptionally well. And you're going to go out and you're going to build relationships, and some of these relationships that you've built are extremely strong, and they feel comfortable, sharing information with you because they know the type of person you are and the type of work you do and the job you do. When did you find out, or when were you tipped off about the excellence of Shemar Stewart?
So with Shamar, it really goes back to when I was going through there for McKinley, in the fall of 23, when I really started to also dial in on Shamar Stewart. That's one thing that when you have these strong relationships with different people at schools, you can bring up guys that might be a little forecasting. But obviously you do that very respectfully, and because now with the transfer portal you're never trying to get into those waters, but just more so along the lines of, hey, what are your impressions of this guy when you're that early on in the stage. At Texas A&M specifically, going through the whole process with McKinley really tied me in closely with Coach Elijah Robinson, who's a great defensive line coach down there. And then also there's some people in the personnel department that I've gotten to know a little bit more, as well as so this was my seventh draft on the road with the Bengals. Previous to that, I was at Northwestern. One of the coaches there, an offensive line coach, Coach Adam Cushing, who then went on to be the head guy at Eastern Illinois, O-line coach at Duke. Coach Adam Cushing, he and I worked together. So him being at Texas A&M, I had a lot of really strong sources within the building, and then also with outside of the building, in their academics department, they have some great people there that you can really tie into. And then as well as there's some people there that have long-standing media companies that help out with that football program, and just dialing into them. And they, a lot of them are former players, stuff like that. So dialing in and just having those longer conversations with all sorts of people who touch the program, and really dialing in on kind of the full 360 of these guys. So that was kind of the process with learning about Shemar.